Welcome to our video presentation on concise research writing. Because abstracts are a manageable length and are intended to be concise, we will be discussing these concepts in the context of abstracts. This video is designed to be hands-on, so we suggest having a sample abstract handy. Feel free to pause the video and practice when the pause sign appears on the bottom right of the screen. Before we begin, take a minute to note how many words are in the sample text. On this slide, we have represented concision at 4 levels: rhetorical, paragraph, sentence, and word or phrase. We are starting with larger features of the text and moving to more specific features. In academic writing, rhetorical moves are the particular words and phrases used to communicate messages effectively with the intended audiences. In the abstract section of an academic text, it is common to include the 5 moves listed here. Arsiad and others reviewed abstracts in 100 academic articles related to language learning, and they found these moves present in the percentages shown. Although the articles reviewed by these authors were all related to language learning, these moves, especially 2 through 5, are quite common in academic disciplines. Concise writing at the rhetorical level means that communicators include these required moves and limit or eliminate moves that are not common to the discipline. Specific disciplines have their own writing conventions. Here are examples of rhetorical moves in the abstract section. The first move illustrates the purpose of the study. The second move illustrates the methods that were used. And the third move illustrates the results that were found. Pull up the sample abstract and read it over again. Try to identify the 5 rhetorical moves. Are all 5 present? Are they all necessary in your discipline, or can some be eliminated? Are there any additional sentences that don't fall within one of the rhetorical moves? Are they necessary in the abstract, or can they be eliminated to make the text more concise? Concision at the paragraph level is important as it helps maintain coherence and unity in construction of paragraphs. The model of bottom line up front, or BLUF, illustrates that the bottom line, or the most important information, should be at the top of paragraphs, as it is most effective when placed there. Academic writing, a form of reader-based prose, organizes information with an awareness of a reader's limited time. Paragraphs are typically structured with a topic or first sentence that sets the main idea and scope for the paragraph. Academic readers expect this information at the beginning rather than later in the paragraph. Placing the main idea at the beginning of paragraphs results in a more skimmable text so that readers can comprehend main ideas more quickly. Read this paragraph. In this example of paragraph concision, the first 2 sentences are clearly the most important and set the scope for the rest of the paragraph. Using the same abstract as before, read only the first sentence. Does the topic sentence convey the main idea? If not, rewrite it so that the bottom line is up front. Academic writing thrives on clarity and brevity. At the sentence level, this begins with structure. Typical sentences in scholarly writing begin with the agent or the doer of the action. This straightforward approach helps readers understand the subject of the sentence right away. However, there's more to crafting a concise sentence than just starting with the subject. One common pitfall is the overuse of transition words or phrases. While transitions are crucial for linking ideas, relying on them too heavily can lead to redundancy. Instead, writers can employ what's known as the known new pattern. This technique involves starting a sentence with known information or the main idea and ending it with new information. In this example, there is repetition and the reliance on transition words. Applying the no new pattern results in fewer words by connecting these sentences. Not only is there a reduction in word count, but the sentence also flows more naturally. This pattern also aids in cohesion, as the idea at the end of one sentence can smoothly transition into the main idea of the next, reducing the need for explicit transition words. Another strategy for achieving concision is to vary our sentence structures. This can mean combining sentences or dividing them depending on what's most appropriate for the context. Let's look at this example here. And here's a more concise version. By combining these sentences, not only is there a reduction in word count, but the flow of information is enhanced, making it more engaging for the reader. In summary, achieving concision at the sentence level involves starting with the agent, using the known new pattern to reduce reliance on transition words, and diversifying sentence structures to eliminate unnecessary words. Ultimately, these strategies can help to craft sentences that are not only concise, but also clear and compelling. Look at the sample abstract again. Try to rework unclear sentences to follow the known new structure. Work on minimizing transition words, putting the agent first in the sentence, and employing diverse sentence structures if they make the text more concise. Concision at the word or phrase level involves choosing words that convey the message effectively while using the fewest words necessary. When examining concision at the word or phrase level, focus on eliminating redundant words. Every word in the text needs to serve a specific purpose, so that nothing unnecessary is being presented to the reader. For example, rather than writing basic essentials, we can simply say essentials because both words stress necessity. Another important convention of concise writing involves descriptive words. When using descriptive words, apply adjectives and adverbs sparingly and ensure that they are appropriate for the specific academic discipline. Excessive use of descriptive words clutter the writing or potentially dilute the meaning of the main points. Agents and verbs. An agent is the subject that performs the action of a verb. For example, in the sentence, "The cat chased the mouse," cat is the agent. Also, avoid turning verbs or adjectives into nouns, which is a process called nominalization. To examine this concept, look at how the sentence "completion of the assignment was achieved by students" to "students completed the assignment." Other things to keep in mind at the word or phrase level are to avoid phrasal verbs and prepositional phrases. Both of these phrases can create nuanced meaning, but if the meaning does not change, they can often be omitted. Ultimately, concision isn't just about using fewer words. It's about making each word count. By focusing on eliminating redundancies, simplifying language, and being specific, the writing will become more precise and engaging. Let's go back to our sample text. First, scan the abstract for descriptive or generally unnecessary words and cut them. Now look for vague words or phrases and replace them with more specific ones. Next, check the text for instances of nominalization and rephrase them. Finally, look for phrasal verbs and replace them with single word verbs. Now that we have done all of this, check the word count and see how many words have been eliminated. There are several ways to make writing more concise. At the rhetorical level, consider which moves will help to communicate most effectively with the audience. When structuring paragraphs, put the most important information at the start of the paragraphs and at the beginning of sentences. At the sentence level, eliminate unnecessary details and be mindful of how to transition between sentences. And at the word and phrase level, use verbs that are descriptive but succinct. Concision in scholarly writing promotes clarity and efficiency, making complex ideas more accessible to readers. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video, and good luck in your future writing.